I'm Esther Marr with bloodhorse.com, and I'm here with Mark Taylor of Taylor Made Sales. We're out at the Fasig-Tipton Saratoga sale, and we're just going to talk a little bit about the market and some of your top horses here at this sale. First of all, Mark, tell me about some of your expectations for this particular sale.
Well, I'm optimistic. I think it's going to be a good sale. The primary reasons I think that is that you've got really good confirmation here. You know, Fasig-Tipton's always very selective about what they, bring to Saratoga, and I think the consigners in general are also. So you've got a relatively small catalog, you've got really well conformed horses, and you've got some pedigree, and you've also got $85,000 maiden races going on across the street, which kind of gets everybody's blood pumping a little bit. So I'm optimistic it's going to be a real good sale. Okay, and especially based on the results of the sale from last month, Fasig-Tipton July in Kentucky, did that kind of give you an indication as to what the sale might be like? Well, it does and it doesn't. I mean, it is always a bad thing if that sale just flops, which it certainly didn't. I mean, it got off to a good start. But really, Fasig-Tipton July, I would compare as more of maybe a little bit of look into what book 3 and 4 might be like in Keeneland September, whereas, this is just a totally different level of the market for the most part. So I don't think it tells us a lot. I think there's a lot of different buyers here. But what we've been seeing at Saratoga the last few years is you got to bring the right horse. I mean, you got to come a long way, and there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through, making sure they ship here good. There's just a lot more risk in bringing them up here. But if you do all that, you've got a relatively small group of horses shown to kind of a captive audience that's already up here. The biggest breeders, biggest owners are here, and there's great racing going on. So it's just kind of like they're all here, and everybody kind of wants to buy one at Saratoga.
Right. And I know you guys have got some interesting offerings. I was looking at the old-fashioned filly earlier, showing her, and you got a curling colt. Tell me about some of the top offerings and what you guys like about them.
Well, we've got a very nice consignment. I mean, across the board, what my brothers and I were, just kind of looking at yesterday is we just got a lot of very nice horses. I don't think we have as many potential breakout horses as we've had we've got a few, but as we've had in the past. But what we've got is just a lot of horses that when they come out, they're A physicals, and they're just, it's hard to find one that you're like, oh, we shouldn't have brought it up here. Everything looks good so far. The old-fashioned filly is the one, I mean, we ought to have like complimentary drool cloths that we give people when she comes out, because people who normally may not even look at a filly with her pedigree, they see her walk by and they're like, oh, what is that? And they go over there and then they're kind of caught up, but she is absolutely stunning. And Old Fashioned had a great July sale. He's got a bunch of nice yearlings that are going through in September, and even some nice ones up here at the New York Preferred sale. But this filly is just really special. I mean, people just, they look at her, and she's very captivating, got a lot of charisma about her. So she's going to be very fun to sell. And then on, as far as the whole consignment goes, we've got a full brother to Street Boss, which is a really good thing to have right now. I mean, that 2-year-old winner he had yesterday was unbelievable. He's the #1 2-year-old sire right now, and this is his full brother, who's a beautiful May foal. So, I think he's a horse that is going to appeal to the very top-end buyers. And then in that same group, there's a half dozen other horses, but there's one that really jumps out. It's a beautiful Malibu Moon filly, hip number 101, that she's just stunning. She's gorgeous. A beautiful Distorted Humor filly, 141. We've got 3 nice Unbridled Song colts that are just, all of them, you're like, wow. Just they come out there and just really make a great impression. And it's just, I could go on and on, but there's a lot of good horses here. And
the old-fashioned filly is hip 154, correct?
Yes, 154.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark. I'm excited for the sale. Esther Marr with bloodhorse.com.